Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Adam Bernstein, Academy Director for the Virginia Beach Police Department. I welcome each of you as we celebrate our Academy graduates and after this ceremony, the newest officers of the Virginia Beach Police Department. Please join me in welcoming the members of the 77th Police Academy. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Virginia Beach Police Department's Honor Guard and remain standing for the national anthem that will be performed by Miss Christiana Florimon, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Department, order. Art.
Mrs. Floormont, can you join us on stage 1 second, please? Mrs. Floormont is actually the wife of a Virginia Beach police officer and does a fantastic job for us on this national anthem, has an amazing voice, and we just wanted to say thank you, recognize you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. To further show our appreciation to the members of the Tidewater Pipes and Drums, as well as the Virginia Beach Police Department's Honor Guard, please join me in a round of applause. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence to honor all law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you. Please remain standing as I ask Training Bureau Chaplain Frank Stevens to deliver the invocation.
Please join me in prayer. Please remove your hats. Heavenly Father, we are thankful for your presence today as we witness and celebrate the graduation of the 77th Basic Recruit Class. Our hearts are filled with gratitude and thanks that these dedicated men and women have willingly and eagerly chosen to serve this awesome community and its outstanding police department with honor, loyalty, and fidelity. Thank you for placing in their hearts a desire to help secure our rights to a God-given life of liberty and the peaceful pursuit of happiness. We are continually mindful of your promise in your holy word, where you say, "Blessed are the peacekeepers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God." Father, thank you for protecting and blessing these new officers as they embark on this noble calling. Thank you that you will faithfully have their back as they step into this esteemed calling to serve others. We thank you for the wisdom that you have given to the many staff members and dedicated leadership who have so expertly and faithfully taught and led these recruits. We also thank you for the grace and the peace that you have given to the families and friends that unfailingly support and love these men and women. In Jesus' name, amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, Chaplain Stevens. I would like to take a moment to recognize our special guests who have taken time to join us tonight. Virginia Beach Mayor Robert Dyer, Virginia Beach City Manager Patrick Dehaney, Virginia Beach Police Chief Paul W. Newdigate, Circuit Court Judge James C. Lewis, Congresswoman Jen Keegans, Mrs. Cheryl Scott, the Vice President of the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association, Chaplain Frank Stevens, Councilman Worth Remick, Councilman Josh Schulman, members of the Virginia Beach Police Department's command staff, including Deputy Chief Adams, Deputy Chief Wilkerson, Deputy Chief Zelms, Sheriff Rocky Holcomb, Chief Deputy Albie Kulanding, Chief Communications Officer Jody Saunders, Assistant Fire Chief Norman Williams, Assistant Fire Chief Wilkerson, Battalion Chief Landgrover, and retired Chief from Virginia Beach Police, Tony Zaccaro. Also, additional city leaders, family, friends, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the men and women of the Virginia Beach Police Department and the Training Bureau staff, I want to thank each of you for being here tonight to celebrate this very special occasion. The successful completion of the Virginia Beach Police Department's 24-week police academy is no easy task. It takes dedication, resiliency, and motivation, not only by the recruits themselves, but also the entire Training Bureau staff, from selecting and hiring the most qualified police candidates to teaching our newest officers the required knowledge, skills, and abilities to become certified police officers. Our entire Training Bureau has a tremendous impact on our graduates and the department. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and recognize the outstanding professionals assigned to the Training Bureau, as well as the dozens of subject matter experts, instructors, facilitators, and role players from around our department who contributed to the training and success of our recruit class. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite the Mayor of Virginia Beach, Robert Dyer, to the stage for opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone. What a great day, what a great time to be here. I always tell people being a police officer is a calling that few can answer. And those of you who are here this evening are swearing an oath to protect and serve our community. You have worked hard, trained hard, and sacrificed so much to reach this point. The academic program and physical training are intense and highly demanding, but you persevered, you succeeded. As you have trained together for the past few months, you've forged relationships, partnerships, and friendships that contribute to a strong bond. This bond that stands for more than just working together. It's a bond that means safety, security, and a team that works as one. The Virginia Beach Police Department is recognized throughout the nation as a leader in progressive policing. Chief Newdigate, his command officers, and our officers on the street are the best officers anywhere. And as a result, their fine leadership and dedication, the entire police force, Virginia Beach is ranked as one of the safest cities in this great nation. Thanks to your efforts and the efforts of the fine instructors, you now possess skills and training to do a first-class job and to help make sure that Virginia Beach stays safe. As you step into your new roles, remember that your actions will always have a profound effect on the community. As the chief always tells his people, serve with integrity, compassion, and courage. Most importantly, I and Chief Newdigate and the leaders in this city emphasize integrity, and I know you will know that well. Integrity is the cornerstone of building and maintaining trust between law enforcement and the community. It ensures that officers are ethically and honorable in all situations. Integrity means upholding ethical standards, admitting to mistakes, learning from them, and always striving to improve. Sometimes integrity demands making difficult decisions that may not be popular, but are morally and ethically right. This kind of courage is essential for leadership. In closing, let me say, congratulations to all of you who now wear the blue. And congratulations as well to the families and friends of the graduates. Your support of these men and women is immeasurable and vital to their success. None of these graduates would be here today without your support and encouragement. They thank you, and I thank you as well. I wish each of you the best in your careers, and welcome to our City of Heroes. You are now a member of a very proud family. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor Dyer. Please join me in welcoming Virginia Beach City Manager Patrick Dehaney.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Mayor and City Council, I get the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to the Virginia Beach family. Today, you are joining a team of professional law enforcement officers that serve and protect the 39th largest city in the country, our 460,000 residents, and our over 14.1 million visitors that come to travel, relax, play, and enjoy Virginia Beach each year. From policies to technology, law enforcement is constantly evolving. And I can assure you, you are joining a police department in a city that is moving mountains to make sure you have the technology and the resources you need, from gunshot detection systems, license plate reader technology, encrypted radios, third-generation body-worn cameras, new mobile video recorders, intelligent software, individual handheld cell phone devices to facilitate e-ticketing and mobile field reporting. We're giving you what you need to do your job. Thanks in part to this investment in technology, Virginia Beach continues to be ranked the safest city of its size in terms of safety. That's not a result of luck. That's what happens when you combine state-of-the-art technology with the hardworking support staff of the police department, a strong partnerships with our residents and our city leaders, and the dedication of our sworn officers. This technology is helping to make your work in the community safer and more effective, but no amount of technology will ever replace the talent, the skill, and the integrity of a well-trained officer. The City Council and I, we value our police officers, and it shows. Over the past few years, the police department has grown substantially in terms of investments in pay, equipment, technology, and opportunities for promotion. And we will always have your back so long as you conduct yourself with integrity. And there's that word again, integrity. In your line of work, the true mark of excellence is integrity. Never sacrifice your integrity for a short-term advantage. Always play the long game with regards to honesty, character, and principles. Wearing a badge is nothing without maintaining your integrity. And I can tell you that the character of each of and every officer here is what makes this an incredible place to work and serve, and also what leads to the tremendous amount of support you have with the city leadership, city council, and our community. My final piece of advice to you is to get help if you need it. I want you to have a long career here in Virginia Beach. Only in Virginia Beach. There's no other good police departments anywhere else in the world. Only in Virginia Beach. This work is incredibly rewarding, but it's also not without its challenges. In everything you do, we want you to persevere, just like you have in your training up to this point. Our department has a multitude of wellness resources to suit your needs, from an in-house mental health clinician to several apps, support groups, and coaching, and everything in between. As a department, your physical abilities are only as strong as your mental strength. We want every family member here to know that we care about your officer, and we're always looking at best practices for how we can mentor and support them in this career. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dehaney. At this time, please welcome to the stage Virginia Beach Police Chief Paul W. Newdigate.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. Our mayor, Bobby Dyer, thank you so much. Our city manager, our elected officials, Councilmember Remick, Councilmember Schulman, we greatly appreciate all the support that you give this police department. And our Congresswoman, Jen Kiggins, we know you have such an incredibly busy schedule, so it truly means a lot that you are here today for our 77th recruit class. On behalf of the VBPD, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to this momentous occasion. the graduation of our newest officers. And we didn't get here without a lot of work. First, I again would like to thank our academy staff, our recruit advisors, our trainers, our supervisors, our professional staff, those officers that have other primary assignments but help with our recruit training. So if you are a member of our training bureau staff or you help with the training, I would ask you to stand and be recognized at this time. Please. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the professionals that ensured that your loved ones are prepared to go out and to serve and protect this community. So speaking of effort and work, Class 77, you are definitely deserving of this day. Last 6 months, challenging, but also rewarding to prepare you for the complexities of modern day policing. Since June, you've undergone over 100 courses, thousands of DCJS and VBPD objectives, and the Police Academy is demanding, is designed to be demanding. So what you see today is 22 that started as a class of 30. And that is a testament to your perseverance, a testament to your dedication, and exactly what we are celebrating today. Congratulations. You face physical, mental, and emotional tests that have pushed you to your limits, and no one can take that accomplishment from you, and you have my sincere admiration. I'd like to tell everyone a little bit about Class 77. 8 of them are veterans of the United States Armed Forces. One is a veteran of the Philippine Air Force. 2 have previous law enforcement experience. We have Recruit Juergens, previously with the Fayetteville, North Carolina PD. And Recruit Diaz, previously served with the NYPD. We noticed that we seem to be a very popular landing spot for former NYPD officers. So if you have friends up there, tell them to come on down. We welcome them to the beach. So 10 college graduates, one with a master's degree, Recruits Diaz and Basa. Both born in the Philippines and now U.S. citizens. Congratulations. 5 of you suffered the loss of a loved one during this academy, and I'm certain they'd be incredibly proud of you today were they here to witness your swearing in just a few moments. So Class 77, you've accomplished much, but we're not done yet. I do have a few objectives of my own that I'm going to challenge you to accomplish. And while we may be the safest city of our size in this nation, and we are, it's not by accident. We need your help. We need your commitment to remain so. But while doing that, I ask you to do it with empathy, and I ask you to do it with compassion. There are many in our community that need help, and many times, more often than not, those first responders are law enforcement. And you're going to be there for what are some of the most traumatic experiences in someone's life. And what may be just another routine call, another routine 911 call once you're out on the street, could very well be the opportunity to make a profound impact in someone's life. 77, you will have the opportunity to save lives, and you're going to have the opportunity to change lives. So Monday, senior staff had the opportunity to have lunch and break bread with Class 77, where we could get to know each other on a more personal basis before this big day, and that was a topic of conversation. And I asked them and I challenged them that when they're out on the street and they're encountering our citizens that are in crisis, that's someone's mother, that's someone's brother, relative, son, please treat them the way that you would want your relative to be treated if the circumstances were reversed. Some of the other objectives, I would ask you to remain transparent, I'm sorry. I missed the biggest one of all. Probably the hardest. I'm going to ask you to embrace change. You know, police work is fluid. It's constantly evolving. And continuous improvement, it's not just an idle phrase, but it's a core value of our profession. So those of you that have been in law enforcement for a while or been around law enforcement for a while know that officers have universal disdain for two things, right? One is change, and the second is the way things are. But I would offer, you know, it's our culture, we can't help it, but I would offer that without change, we become stagnant and we can become replaceable. I would ask you to remain accountable. We derive our authority from the community, so therefore we must uphold their high expectations. I ask you to remain transparent. We are in the era where our bosses, and that's the citizens of Virginia Beach, they expect transparency. They want to see behind the curtain of policing, and they're entitled to do so. And you know, the mayor and the manager, I swear we did not conspire, but never sacrifice your integrity. You know, I think it's very telling that all three of us are covering integrity in our remarks. And I would tell you that integrity defines your character, and character is who you are. And you can spend a lifetime building that character and that reputation, but one deviance down the wrong path, one serious error in judgment, and you can tarnish that reputation that you have worked so hard for, and you will tarnish that badge you're about ready to wear. Please do not let that happen. So if you keep these concepts in mind, accountability, transparency, integrity, you're going to have a distinguished career with VBPD. So to close out, let me extend my sincere gratitude to all of you on behalf of every resident and visitor to Virginia Beach. You're embarking on a career that does involve risk, that involves sacrifice, and it often does not get the appropriate recognition that it deserves. So thank you all, Class 77, for being willing to step up and protect and serve this community. Because of you, our friends, our families, our neighbors have peace of mind, knowing that the safety of this great city is in capable hands. So 77, you've earned this moment. I ask you to go forth with confidence, pride, and the knowledge that you are prepared. I ask you to serve with distinction and protect with valor, and always strive to make this community a better and safer place for all. So it is my honor to officially welcome you and your families to the Blue family of the Virginia Beach Police Department, and I wish you all a long and distinguished career. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief Newdigate. At this time, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, United States Congresswoman representing Virginia's 2nd District, Ms. Jen Keegans.
Thank you so much for the introduction, and thank you just for the invitation to be with you all today to celebrate this very, very special occasion. It's impressive to see this full room full of family and friends and so many supporters. We are so proud of each and every one of you, and it's certainly just a privilege to be here. So I wanted to also thank Mayor Dyer for being here, and City Manager Patrick Duhaney and Chief Newdigate, just for your leadership on behalf of the City of Virginia Beach. It's a great show of support for these graduates just to have you with us today. And a special thank you to the staff and instructors who are responsible for guiding each and every one of our graduates through their training and continuing to produce the best trained law enforcement in the Commonwealth and in the country. Another group here tonight who deserves so much recognition just for the role that you all play in the lives of graduates are the family members, loved ones, and the friends who have supported you all throughout this process. And will continue to be a positive light for all of you as you begin your new careers with the Virginia Beach Police Department. Finally, I wanted to congratulate the graduates of the 77th Virginia Beach Police Academy. You guys did it. Through hard work and dedication, intense physical and mental demands, and by trusting your fellow classmates, you've made it to the end of this chapter, and you're ready to begin your next role in public service. I'm sure there's been ups and downs over these past 6 months, But what a rewarding time for you now to join your fellow classmates and family and friends in a celebration of all that you've accomplished. So please, let's give each and every one of you a round of applause. As a Navy veteran, I certainly understand and respect the hard work of our local law enforcement. They not only keep our citizens safe, but they also keep our communities running. And as a mom to 4 young adults who are ages 15 through 23, I just wanted to say a special thank you for looking out for my children on behalf of all moms and dads out there, for watching over our kids when we can't be with them. When we are parents of young adults and they're starting to spread their wings and they can drive and they can be out at night without us, I know that all parents in the room, no matter how old your children are worried. You know, we always think about what they're doing. And to know that you all are out there on our behalf and really looking out for them, and if, God forbid, they ever needed help or when a crisis situation, I just wanted to take an opportunity to say thank you, because I think of that a lot, and my children are not with me a lot. So again, on behalf of all parents, just thank you for looking out for all of our kids. But our police officers are the first line of defense when danger and tragedy strikes in our neighborhoods. They play a vital role in our great city, putting their lives on the line every single day for us and our families. After today, you will join the more than 1,000 officers and staff members dedicated to serving the people of Virginia Beach as part of the Virginia Beach Police Department. According to the FBI, Virginia Beach has one of the lowest crime rates in the nation for the city of this size. This statistic clearly demonstrates the hard work of all the men and women in our Virginia Beach Police Department. As graduates of this academy, you will join your fellow officers in the field, where your actions will have a profound impact on both our citizen and our community. Your hard work and success over the past 6 months is proof that you are ready to take on these new roles as stewards of peace and security here in Virginia Beach. Throughout your training, you've learned to become more than just law enforcement officers. Your training has prepared you to be better citizens and to be leaders in our Hampton Roads community. You are equipped to respond to the toughest situations, resolve conflicts, and assist others. You will encounter people at their best and people at their worst. And then it's in those moments that relying on your training will be the most crucial. As you celebrate this new step you are taking your careers, I hope you pause to recognize your achievements and realize how far you've come. As a member of Congress with the privilege of representing Virginia Beach and Washington, I'm honored to be a resilient voice for you at the federal level. I'm proud to advocate for our men and women in uniform as a member of the Bipartisan Congressional Law Enforcement Caucus. It's only right to support our law enforcement community as you work tirelessly to keep our communities safe. It's my responsibility to ensure you have the resources you need to effectively take care of Virginia Beach and the surrounding Hampton Roads community. This year, we returned tax dollars back to our community and improved our local training. We returned almost $700,000 of your tax money, which will go towards enhancements and updates to the Creed's training facility. As I'm sure you all know, this facility is an excellent resource for both the Virginia Beach Police Department as well as regional partners, including the United States Navy, the Virginia Beach Sheriff's Department, the FBI, and many others. These partnerships are critical to our region and our ability to meet the ever-changing needs of our community through an all-hands approach. I was very happy to have the opportunity to visit the facility earlier this month to break ground on the renovation project. And I'm excited to see what's in store for the state-of-the-art training environment. Any funding that can be put towards ensuring our law enforcement can do their jobs effectively and successfully is certainly money well spent. Whether it's through legislation or simple actions, I'm committed to promoting a sense of appreciation for the men and women in blue who put themselves in harm's way to protect our communities. And I will certainly continue to do everything I can to ensure our law enforcement officers like you have the resources that you need to serve with courage, strength, and dedication. Please know that I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you for your drive and desire to serve. I thank you, and your community thanks you. I wish you all good luck as you start your new roles. Please stay safe out there, and I cannot wait to see what you all accomplish. God bless each and every one of you and your families, and God bless our great nation, the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congresswoman Kiggins. Before we officially swear in our new officers, let's take a look at some of the highlights of their 6-month journey.
I gave the game my love, gave it all I had, with everything I got. You can never take that back. I put my blood, sweat, and my tears, dedicated for years. I am my brother's keeper. I elevated my peers, made history with victory. It's our turn now. Let's go now. Can't slow down. Oh no now. It's a showdown, and we ready for it when it's time to go down. We'll never give it up. Always level up, never back down. It's our turn now.
I'm so sorry about that, sir.
It's our turn now. Greatest in the world, the best to ever do it. The stars in the future, we got the history to prove it. This is for legends in the making, on the path to be the greatest. Let no one take it, you got to rise up and face it. Embrace it like the feeling, you got to see it with a vision. Visualize winning and put the grind in and go get it. This is our moment, our turn. Everything that we work for, sacrifice for a long time. Nothing else, we want more.
Virginia Beach Police, make yourself known.
It's our turn now. Yeah. It's our turn now. We will rise from the fire. We will rise from the flame. We will keep raising higher till the whole world knows our name. It's our turn now. It's our turn now. Yeah. It's our turn now. Yeah. It's our turn now. It's our turn now.
Our Public Affairs Office follows them throughout the academy and puts that together, so let's give them a round of applause. They do a great job. Especially the OC and Taser, that's like the best week, right? At this time, I would like to invite the Honorable Judge James C. Lewis to say a few words and administer the official oath of office to swear in our new officers.
Thank you. Good evening. I have to start by telling each of you, especially the graduating class, what an honor it is for me to be asked and allowed to participate in this proceeding. And the main reason I feel that way is that I too am convinced that the Virginia Beach Police Department is one of the finest law enforcement agencies in this country. And to come to that conclusion, I don't need any statistical database. I don't need any arrest records. All I need to do is what I've done for the last 11 years. Get up every day, walk out, sit down on my bench, and watch this law enforcement agency at work.
And I never cease to be amazed how good, professional, and successful they are at keeping all of us safe. And one of my favorite things to do at these proceedings is to tell war stories, and tonight's going to be no different, Chief. And my war story tonight is about a young man named, his last name is Green. He was a member of a street gang in Norfolk. One night a couple of years ago, he and 4 of his buddies decided they wanted to go slamming. Slamming is where they go to driveways where cars are parked outside. They check the door to see if the car is open. If it's open, they ransack it and or steal it. If it's not, they move on. Because they decided the cars are nicer in Virginia Beach, they left where they were in Norfolk and they came to a neighborhood just off of Newtown Road called Webland Place. It was about 11:30 at night and they started smacking the neighborhood. Through the process, they perceived that they were being approached by a rival gang and a gunfight occurred right out there on the public highways in a very nice neighborhood. They exchanged fire for about 4 minutes, and in the course of doing that, one of the bullets went through the skull of an 18-year-old Bayside high school student. He played football for the team, and he was going to graduate the next day, and he died on the scene. When the Virginia Beach Police Department was called to the scene, all they found was an 18-year-old young man slumped over dead in the back seat of a car. It's a horrible story. I apologize for being such a buzzkill, but here's the good part. 36 hours later, Mr. Green and his besties were in Sheriff Holcomb's hotel, and they are still there. And I had the honor of presiding over Mr. Green's trial, and the VBPD figured out, they had no idea who this fellow was. Doorbell ring cams and exotic sneakers. Those are the 2 tools the police department had to figure out who Mr. Green and his buddies were, and it only took them 36 hours. It was an astounding piece of police work that I will never forget in my career. Agreed, right there. Okay, now let's get to why I was really asked to come here tonight, and that is to swear in the new class. What I'm going to do is ask each of you to stand and raise your right hands, and this is a repeat after me oath, but there's a trick to it. The first thing you've got to do is after the word I, you have to say your name. Not mine, not anybody else's, but you got to say your own. Otherwise, it's really easy. I'll walk you through it. So if you would be so kind as to stand and raise your right hand. All right, you ready? I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge all the duties incumbent upon me as a sworn police officer with the City of Virginia Beach Police Department, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Lewis. 77, please take your seats. Good evening, everyone. I am Sergeant John Geluso, and I have the esteemed pleasure and honor of serving as the Recruit Academy Coordinator for the Training Bureau. In a moment, we will begin with the presentation of graduation certificates. Names will be read in alphabetical order. A little bit about the 77th Academy. This academy began on June 27th, 2024, and has been in session for 24 weeks. Over the past 6 months, the Training Bureau has delivered nearly 1,000 hours of world-class instruction through over 100 courses of instruction, practical and scenario-based training evolutions ranging from firearms, rapid response, defensive driving and defensive tactics, to ethics, leadership, conflict resolution, and cultural awareness. 9 written tests and 1 final exam covered over 1,100 Department of Criminal Justice Services objectives, and throughout the academy, each recruit was required to maintain an academic average of 80% or higher. Outside of the academy, members of this class participated in 3 community engagement events. The first informed and educated Virginia Beach residents in the 4th Precinct about the expansion of ShotSpotter technology in their neighborhoods. The second was an event known as Tip-A-Cop, wherein recruits partnered with employees at Topgolf in Virginia Beach to raise money for the Special Olympics. And the third was a VIN-etching event coordinated by the 3rd Precinct, designed to deter the theft of catalytic converters. Please join me in a round of applause for this outstanding class and all those who have supported them along the way. '77, please stand and prepare to receive your certificates. At this time, I would like to invite Chief Newdigate and our distinguished guests to please join us on stage for the presentation of certificates. On behalf of the command and staff of the Training Bureau, I congratulate the graduating members of this class. Chief, it is my pleasure to begin presenting the officers of the 77th Virginia Beach Police Academy. Officer Alejandro Arevalo. Officer Arevalo will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. Next is Officer Riley Avery. Officer Avery will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Gabriel Babylonia Ruiz. Officer Babylonia Ruiz serves as a drill sergeant with the United States Army Reserves. He will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer Vanessa Basa. Officer Basa is a veteran of the Philippine Air Force. She started as a recruit with the 75th Recruit Academy, which began in June of 2023. Due to injury, she was not able to complete her training. She served with Youth Services Unit, returned to training with the 77th Academy, and she graduates today. She will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. Officer Chris Koval. Officer Koval served as a Department of Defense police officer for 2 years, and he currently serves as a drill sergeant with Officer Babylonia in the United States Army Reserves. He will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer John Matthew Diaz. Officer Diaz previously served as an officer with the New York City Police Department for 2.5 years. He will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Donald Dungy. Officer Dungy will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Yvonne Fogarty. Officer Fogarty will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. Her father, former Virginia Beach Master Police Officer and current NCIS Investigative Supervisor Tim Fogarty, will pin on her badge, which bears the same badge number he wore while in uniform, badge 496. Officer Joshua Horner, Jr. Officer Horner will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Nathaniel Hudzik. Officer Hudzik is a veteran of the United States Navy. He will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Mackenzie Jurgens. Officer Jurgens served as an officer with the Fayetteville Police Department and is a veteran of the United States Navy. She will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Corian Lewis. Which branch of service did he serve with? Marine Corps. Yes. He is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer Valdrin Mahmoudi. Officer Mahmoudi served in the United States Navy. Of note, he was a Skill Bridge candidate who transitioned from the Navy to the police department under the Skill Bridge program. He'll be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Riley Moore. Officer Moore serves with the United States Army Reserves, and he will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. Officer Shelton Morton. Officer Morton will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Mary Newman. Officer Newman will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer Justin Rodriguez, Jr. Officer Rodriguez served as a Marine Corps reservist, and he will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Blake Seals. Officer Seals will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Sadie Valencia. Officer Valencia will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Officer Elijah Vaughn. Officer Vaughn will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Jamar Ward, Jr. Officer Ward will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct.
Okay, big boy!
Officer Andre White.
Okay, big boy! My son!
Officer White's cousin, 4th Precinct Officer Tyrell Moore, will pin on his badge. Officer White will be assigned to the 4th Precinct.
Good job, sir!
In addition to their graduation certificates, the following officers will receive special recognition for their achievements throughout the Academy. I would first like to recognize the class leaders. Officer Nathaniel Hudzik. The Academy class elected him to serve as their class president. Officer Justin Rodriguez. The 77th Academy elected Officer Rodriguez to serve as their vice president. Officer Corian Lewis. The Academy squad leaders selected Officer Lewis to serve as their sergeant at arms. The following award is for high academic achievement, and that award goes to Officer Vanessa Bassa. After 9 written exams totaling 977 questions that tested her knowledge during the Academy, and a cumulative DCJS final exam containing 215 questions, Officer Bassa completed the Academy with the highest academic average of 97.61. The next award is for top shot, and that award goes to Officer Elijah Vaughn. After 120 hours of firearms training, several thousand rounds of ammunition, and numerous qualification courses, Officer Vaughn completed the Academy with the highest firearms averages, 99.4 with his handgun and a perfect 100 with his carbine. Academy Squad Leader selected the recipient of the following award, sponsored by the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. I would like to ask First Vice President of the Alumni Association, Ms. Cheryl Scott, to join me on stage to present the award. Officer Elijah Vaughn, please return to the stage. So Officer Vaughn demonstrated the attributes of a model recruit throughout the entirety of this academy, and his positive attitude, motivation, and resiliency have been noted by all who interacted with, trained, and supervised him. Officer Vaughn always supported his fellow recruits with a positive attitude, encouragement, and energy. He remained at the top of his class in physical fitness, performed well in academics, firearms, defensive driving, and defensive tactics, and he completed all of his training without any remediation. This week, he demonstrated his superior athleticism in dodgeball.
No video?
Actually, Bassa might have some. For these reasons, Ms. Scott of the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association recognizes Officer Vaughn for his outstanding overall performance, and I'm pleased to announce he is the recipient of the Top Recruit Award. Chief Newdigate and distinguished guests, please take your seats. Thank you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Officer Hudzik back to the stage to deliver his President's speech, as is tradition during graduation.
Good evening, distinguished guests, family, friends, fellow classmates, and members of the Virginia Beach Police Department. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as the class president for the graduating class of the Virginia Beach Police Academy. Today marks the culmination of months of intense training, personal growth, and forging bonds that will last a lifetime. As we are gathered here to celebrate our accomplishments, I'm reminded of when we first walked through these doors. We were strangers to each other, individuals from all different walks of life, but we shared a common goal, to serve and protect the community. During our training, we faced many challenges, like keeping certain recruits awake during constitutional law. To more significant hurdles, like our mock aggressor scenario, or being tased, or OC sprayed. The Academy tested our physical limits and our mental strength, but as we came together as a class, we became more successful with the passing of each milestone. There are so many people to thank today. To our instructors, thank you for your unwavering dedication to our development. You did not just teach us skills, you instilled in us a duty, honor, and courage. You prepared us for the unknowns of this profession, helping us understand that the road ahead is never easy, but is always worthwhile. And if you find yourselves in a situation where you're unsure about, remember Class 7-7, ask yourself what would Scurry do? To our family, thank you for your support, your understanding, and your love. You stood by us through every challenge and making countless sacrifices for us to make it to this moment. Just know, without your encouragement, we would not be here now. As we graduate, we are not simply donning uniforms or earning badges. We are accepting a responsibility, one that goes beyond ourselves and our personal ambitions. We are accepting a call to serve, to protect, and to stand in the gap for those who cannot stand for themselves. The work ahead will not always be easy, but it will always be necessary. Every day we will face difficult decisions, complex situations, and moments of uncertainty. But we will meet them with the knowledge that we have been trained, we have been prepared, and we are ready. As we take our first steps into the field, let's remember that the badge we wear is not a symbol of power, but of trust. Trust in the community, trust in our fellow officers, trust in those who depend on us to make a difference. Let us wear the badge with pride, humility, and integrity. Let us embody the values that we've learned here: professionalism, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. Thank you, Virginia Beach Police Academy, for shaping us into the officers we are today. Thank you to my classmates for your dedication, your camaraderie, and your commitment to excellence. And thank you to everyone who has supported us along the way. Congratulations, Class 7-7. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Hudzik. I would like to take a few moments to talk about the Virginia Beach Police Department's Guide On, excuse me, which is posted on stage to my left. The Guide On's purpose is twofold. First, it identifies our police department and the academy class. And secondly, and perhaps most importantly, it is a symbol that emphasizes pride and esprit de corps. When the command presents the academy class with the Guide On, the class is tasked to maintain it at all times throughout the academy. The class Sergeant at Arms, Officer Lewis, is primarily responsible for its care, protection, handling, and proper display, but the entire class shared in that responsibility. While in formation, the Guide On is always in front. It is ever present during physical fitness training, off-site training, and it stands proudly outside the classroom while in session. Upon successful completion of the police academy, the class returns the Guide On to the command at graduation. Without further delay, the return of the Guide On.
Respectfully requested to return the Guide On.
Permission granted.
Chaplain Stevens, will you please join me at the podium for the benediction?
Please rise and join us in prayer. Please remove your hats. Heavenly Father, as these newly sworn officers begin their duty and service to our great city alongside their esteemed fellow officers, may the Lord richly bless each member of Class 77 and keep them from harm's way, safely protected by your amazing grace, mercy, and a peace that passes all understanding as you give each one of them favor, strength, and the wisdom to meet every challenge that they will face as new officers. In Jesus' name, amen. You may be seated.
1 second. Before Chaplain Stevens exits the stage, I would like to take an opportunity to recognize him for his outstanding service to the men and women of this department and the Training Bureau, as this is his last official act in this capacity as a police chaplain with our department. Chaplain Stevens transferred to the Training Bureau in November of 2022 and has been an integral member of the Academy training staff. Through his devout faith, dedication to serve others, and life experience as a United States Marine Corps officer, fighter pilot, and human resources executive in the private sector, Chaplain Stevens has been our rock through good times and bad, through successes and struggles. He has coached and mentored and encouraged and supported not only our recruits, but my staff and I through the trials of the Academy training. On behalf of the recruit class, the squad leaders, the Training Bureau, and our department, I thank you for your service and wish you all the best. Please join me in a round of applause for Chaplain Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the officers of the 77th Recruit Academy.